Good morning, students. So today we are going to revise the formation of ion of chapter atomic structure. So we have studied this topic earlier also, but in this video we are again going to revise the same topic, that is formation of ions. First of all, we have to know that any atom means atom is electrically neutral. Why? Because it has the same number of electrons and protons. So, how atom has ability to lose or gain one or more electrons, and in this process it gets electrically charged. So here you can see that an ion is an atom or groups of atoms that has either a positive charge or a negative charge. Okay, so now if you can see that what is ion, see, ions form when atoms gain or lose electrons. Now in this process it becomes stable. We will discuss this later also. An atom is stable when the valence shell is full. If its outermost shell is full, that means that atom is stable. Now as you can see here in the figure, sodium having atomic number 11, it has electronic configuration 2, 8, 1. So 1 electron in the outermost shell. So sodium loses 1 electron to become stable. So results forming ion that has a positive charge. As it loses 1 electron, it gains 1 positive charge. Now you see this symbol plus is written as a superscript to indicate that the sodium has a charge of plus 1. You write Na plus, that means plus 1 charge is there. Now as you can see here in chlorine, it gains 1 electron to become stable. Since chlorine has 17 atomic number, so 2, 8, 7, so it can gain 1 electron to become stable, and it's, so as you can see here in the figure, 2 electrons in the K shell, 8 electrons in the L shell, and 7 electrons in the M shell. So if it has 7 electrons, it can accept 1 more electron, it can gain 1 electron. So if it gains 1 electron, 1 charge should be there, and that is what? 1 minus. So you can write Cl minus. Minus means minus 1 charge is there. So if it gains electrons, it gains 1 minus charge. If it gains 2 electrons, it will gain 2 minus. But here in chlorine it is not possible. It is possible in some other element. Okay. So this symbol minus is written as a subscript to indicate that the chlorine ion has a charge of 1 minus, right? So that is why Cl minus. Now as you can see here that both ions have a full valence shell containing the maximum number of electrons possible. In sodium 2, 8, in chlorine 2, 8, 8. So this new arrangement of valence electrons, that is Na plus Cl minus, has less energy than the previous arrangement and is stable. So NaCl comes closer, it forms bond and it is stable. You can remember this like cations are positively charged ions. How? Remember the T of cations. It reminds you that cations are positive. And one more thing, like cats gives us positive vibes. So cations are positive. And what about anions? How you remember this? Remember N of this anion. So N will remind you that anions are negative. And always remember this with the example of onion. So it gives us tears. so anions are negative. Like this you remember, like cations, T plus sign, T is plus, so it is positive. Anions from letter N, remember that anions are negative. So basically there are two types of cations. Basically there are two types of ions, that is cations and anions. Cations are positively charged and anions are negatively charged. In NaC+, choose which one is cation and which one is anion, which part is cation and anion in NaCl. So Na plus is cation and Cl minus is anion. Now as you can see here, in sodium atom 11 atomic number is there. That means 11 electrons and 11 protons are present. So if it lose one electron, so you can see the arrangement, it loses one electron from the outermost shell. So what number of electrons left? 10 electrons and 11 proton remains same. So now you tell me that if the question will come that atoms in which the number of electrons are not equal to the number of protons, as you can see here, number of electrons are not equal to the number of protons, then that atom is ions, either if it is positive charge or negative charge. Like in negative charge also you can see that chlorine atom gain one electron to form Cl minus. Here you can see that it has 17 electrons, 17 protons and 18 neutrons. Forget about neutrons, we will discuss about firstly electrons and protons. So if it gains one electron, then you can see here that 17 electrons are here. If it gains, 18 electron is present and 17 protons are there. So then again atoms in which the number of electrons are not equal to the number of protons, then they are known as ions, cations or anions, both. Now you see the valency. See here the valency of nitrogen in N in ammonia is NH3 is equal to 3. See this valency we can find by taking X also. We know you have to remember some of the valencies of element. Like we know the valency of hydrogen is +1. So here let the you have to find the valency of nitrogen. So let the valency be X. So X. Then how many atoms are there? 3 into +1, because 1 is the valency of hydrogen. So you will write +3 into 1, that is +1 or 1. You can write like this also. Then is equal to, what is the charge? Nothing is written, no plus, minus, nothing is written. So 0. So X plus 3 is equal to 0 and X is equal to -3. So you can say directly 3 or -3, anything. Now if I ask you about this compound, write what is the valency of M in M2O3. So we have to remember the valency of oxygen. We know that it is -2. So let the valency of M be X. So what will be the equation? 2x plus -2 into 3, because -2 is the charge and 3 is the atoms. Don't write like this. Write 3 atoms into -2. And what is the charge? Nothing. So 0. So what will be the answer? Find the value of x. 2x plus minus 3 2s are 6 is equal to 0. So from here x is equal to 6 by 2, that is 3. So this is the valency of M. This is the other form to find the valency of different compounds. So either follow this process or the process given in your book. Now let's see the variable valency. So some elements show more than one valency. Like you can see, for example, cuprous ion is Cu plus and cupric ion is Cu2 plus. Why we have given this type of name, cuprous and cupric? See, Na plus ion, we just name this one sodium ion because it has only one valency. It doesn't show variable valency, but copper show variable valency. It has +1 charge also and +2 charge, so we cannot say this 2 ion copper ion only. So that is why the one having lower valency number we give suffix OUS, cuprous ion, and having the ion having higher valency we give the suffix IC, cupric ion. So Cu plus cuprous ion, Cu2 plus cupric ion. Then Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus. Which one is lower valency number? This one. So that is why OUS, ferrous ion, higher valency number ferric ion, like this. So revise the chapter. As you know, the unit test portion is chapter 3 and chapter 4. Study well. Thank you.